Hello everyone and welcome back to Best Gar Bricks, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Escape Pod versus Dewback Microfighters. This is one of the versus Microfighters, I believe the very first one depicting Star Wars A New Hope when R2-D2 and C-3PO crashed on a Tatooine and the Empire is looking for them. So if at any point you end up enjoying today's video, feel free to show your support with a like and maybe a subscription if you are enjoying my content. Now let's get into the builds. Alright, so we're going to start by taking a look at the Escape Pod. This has been made in LEGO quite a couple of times in both micro form and mostly minifigure scale form. This is the first time we've gotten it in the kind of in-between scale that is Microfighters. The engine, how they built the engine is just about the same how they have done with a lot of the minifigure scale ones. They just, clip a lot of these pieces on and fold them in, and they make a very, very nice engine look. It really does. I think those might be thrusters right there, which look very nice. This little bit of bulkiness right there is not only inaccurate, but doesn't look too great, but honestly, I'm not mad at them for including it as it is needed for placing it down. So I'm not mad at them for that. It has very nice shaping here. That's one thing I was concerned about them possibly messing up, but its shaping is very good. Some nice round bricks there. Some great greebling using some actual roller skate pieces. I believe this might be the only Microfighter, or at least the first, to include two spots for minifigures. R2-D2 just sits right there, and C-3PO goes in the cockpit. No controls, but some really nice detail over here. I like that, and some medium nougat to show somewhat I supposed to be wear, and it looks a little bit bland up front, but it's a Microfighter. Overall, I think LEGO did a pretty good job here. Of course, being a Microfighter it is extremely swooshable and easy to hold. Let's take a look at the next thing, which is kind of to scale with minifigures. You could use this thing in a mock. This is the Dewback Microfighter. Though this is cool because it has loads of sand green and a little bit dark green too. Sand green is a great color, a color a lot of people really like, so it's good that we got a lot of it here. Now this has quite a bit of posability for a Microfighter with two ball joints, one there and one here in the back. The tail has quite a bit of posability. The head still has a decent amount to, maybe give it some emotion or have it doing some action. The feet don't move, but that is actually a pretty darn good angle from them to be at. This can look like it's walking, but it can also be standing in that angle, so I'm pretty happy with that. There's the spot for the trooper to sit, the sand trooper, and there is a spot for a blaster, a long rifle, and binoculars. So I'm glad they added all of that space to connect weapons here. And of course it looks adorable, and this is honestly, pretty darn good scale. If this wasn't a mock, I would not be mad about it. So, yeah, I love how great all of this studs on the side construction is. It is a great, good amount of tiled off surfaces and some stud surfaces. Overall, this is a very, very nice build. Definitely the highlight of this set. So, let's still take a look at the 3 minifigures included in this set. Alright, so here is C-3PO. Of course, the very famous protocol droid, and this is a minifigure we've gotten before. This variation is not exclusive to this set, but it's a darn good representation of the minifigure. I do like the tone of the that he has. It may not be the exact gold that he had in the film, but that is without giving it some sort of adding stuff to it, some sort of gold paint. Honestly, this is probably just as this is very, very good. Now, if there's one thing that I would have liked is, have that a little bit more relevant there. But arm printing, of course, I would always love for C-3PO, but this is just, I can't really complain about this version. He's pretty darn good, so, yeah. Alright, R2-D2 is also included in this set, and it's so nice that we get to have both of these guys. This is the modern R2-D2. Sadly, no printing on the back. I cannot wait till LEGO adds that. Apparently, don't have the technology for that. R2-D2s usually have some pretty messed up head printing. This one is pretty decent, luckily. Got pretty lucky on that, and yeah, besides those two things, the printing on R2-D2 just looks great. Of course, you can pose him like that. No little leg there, but for now, this is what we have, and I'm pretty darn pleased with it. So, Very simple minifigure, but yeah, I can't really complain with having it. Alright everyone, so this is probably the highlight minifigure of the set. This was the very first set to include the new Sand Trooper, this new helmet mold. I know a lot of people didn't like this kind of new helmet mold. Me personally, I kind of like it. So, yeah. So this kind of armor is also been seen in the Mos Eisley Cantina, but this guy is exclusive because he has just the old angry clone. So that's all. It's just nice that we got this guy in a smaller set because the Mos Eisley Cantina, if you didn't know, a little bit expensive. Now he has this long stick. I would assume it has to do something with riding the beast. I can do back. This pauldron is my favorite part. I'm always so happy to get a pauldron that just looks awesome. What is that, like a survival pack here? And it's just on one of those clear pieces that I just broke this entire pack. I probably put that on wrong, so my apologies. I think that's right though. Yeah, the printing on this guy just looks incredible. I don't think that this torso and legs have gotten any major upgrades in a little bit. But the helmet, this uses the new dual molded helmet, as you can see by the inside there. And if you ask me, it is very well done. I would have liked some printing on the back, but the front looks very nice. This guy looks very dirty. I'm very glad to get him in a pretty darn cheap set. Alright, so overall, I think that the minifigures here are great. To get both of these guys in a cheap set was great. The Dewback is awesome. The Sand Trooper was also great. You know, the minifigures here are very good for the price. The builds, I also feel, have great value here. They're great microfighters. This can be used in other non-microfighter things. I like the extra accessories with it. Overall, if you ever get the opportunity to pick up this set and you do not have it, I would recommend going for it and buying it, especially if you have a smaller collection. But with that out of the way, everyone, that's going to do it for today's video, and I do hope to see you in my next video.